when girls and women do not have the same opportunity as men because of their periods, we call that menstrual equity. And what we're trying to do here in Virginia is make sure that women and girls have access to menstrual supplies such as pads and tampons, so that when they need to go to school or find a job or leave their home in the middle of the night because of a domestic violence situation or in crisis, they have the supplies they need to continue with their lives. And so over the last year, we've been able to bring this to the attention of our legislators, of advocates in the community, of educators, and really try to make change. And I've been really fortunate to work with so many of you all in this room here to make that change. Our big initiative this year was really to increase the number of legislative actions that were brought forth during the General Assembly, and I'm really proud to report that we had 7 bills that were introduced this year that had to do with menstrual equity. And that's an increase from 1 bill the year before. First off, I need to thank those legislators who are willing to introduce those bills for the first time in the history of General Assembly. Delegate Jennifer Boysko, thank you so much. Introduced the Dignity Act again. That legislation would remove the tax on pads and tampons. And this was the 3rd year that it's been introduced. Unfortunately, it did not pass. We had a series of issues of why it wasn't passed. But the good news was that there was also 2 other bills that were introduced by Delegate Rodman and Delegate Corey, that also addressed this need to remove the tax burden from women, especially low-income women who are already struggling to afford those items. And the second piece of legislation that was introduced this year was the Act HB 1434 by Delegate Keene, and that would require all school districts to provide menstrual supplies in school bathrooms. Yes, that's an excellent legislation. It was unfortunately killed in the Education Subcommittee, but it's a great start. It's raised awareness in school districts. We're actually piloting a couple programs around the state currently to prove that this in fact will help the attendance rate of girls and their success in school. So we're hoping to return next winter with the same bill and hopefully make further impact. And then finally, and I should save the best for last, we actually had a win. And this is a win for women, and this is a win for all the advocates who helped call and email and write and try to get our legislators to vote the right way on this bill. Delegate Corey introduced a bill that would require prisons and jails in Virginia to offer pads and tampons on demand and at no cost to women in jails and prisons. It was a great win for women, and we were really excited about it. So basically what was happening was that the prisons and jails were making women ask for pads in a very undignified way, and so they were also charging upwards to $15 for a package of tampons to women who have no money. And so we worked with Delegate Corey and the different legislators, and unanimously it passed through the House and Senate and actually will go into effect July 1st. So thank you all for your help. So those were the wins legislatively for us, but for us also the big win was having all of you participate, having so many advocates, grassroots organizations, individuals calling, helping, raising awareness, talking about this. And even again, the opportunity to be back here. Thank you guys so much for allowing me back to speak about this and keeping it on everyone's radar. It's important that we keep talking about these issues for younger generation who are growing up in this world, and making sure that the change better reflects the needs of women and girls in our community. So again, thank you all so much. Thank you guys for continuing to make this an important issue. Thank you.